How seeing sickness triggers your immune system. Science explained. Imagine you're crammed into a packed subway car when someone nearby coughs violently, their face flushed and eyes red. Your instinct is to back away, quickly. Society teaches us to avoid sick people. But what if your body's reaction goes deeper than politeness? A groundbreaking study published in Nature Neuroscience reveals that simply seeing signs of illness might actually activate your immune system, not just your social instincts. But here's where it gets controversial. Could our survival instincts be so advanced that they trick our bodies into preparing for threats that don't even exist? Let's dive into this fascinating science and ask if we're ready to rethink how our minds and bodies protect us. Researchers from Switzerland and Italy designed an experiment so clever it feels almost magical. Using virtual reality, they created digital avatars that mimicked sickness, some with rashes, others coughing or showing visible distress. Participants watched these avatars approach their virtual faces while their physiological responses were tracked. The results? Healthy volunteers who saw sick avatars reacted faster to physical touches, even when the avatars were meters away. Their brains had already expanded their personal space bubble, a survival mechanism that treats illness as a potential threat. This isn't just about fear. Brain scans revealed two critical systems at work: the peripersonal space network, which maps the area around your body, and the salience network, which flags urgent threats. But the most shocking discovery wasn't in the brain. It was in the blood. Participants exposed to sick-looking avatars showed increased activity in innate lymphoid cells, the immune system's first responders. The pattern mirrored what happens after a flu shot, even though no virus was involved. And this is the part most people miss. Your immune system might be priming itself based on visual cues alone, not just actual pathogens. The science gets even stranger. The researchers traced this response to the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, the body's main stress pathway. It turns out this ancient stress system might also serve as a shortcut to immune activation. Using machine learning, they discovered a delicate chemical dance. High stress hormones paired with low inflammation markers created the perfect storm for immune readiness. Evolutionary biologists call this anticipatory defense, a trait that would have helped our ancestors survive in disease-prone environments. But wait, could this mean our immune systems are more malleable than we thought? And if so, what does that say about modern stress and immunity? Of course, the study has limitations. It only tested healthy young adults, focused on 2 immune cell types, and didn't prove that visual priming actually prevents illness. We also can't fully separate disgust from fear. Seeing a lesion-ridden face might trigger both reactions, making it hard to isolate the immune response. The researchers themselves admit these findings are just the beginning. They're calling for more studies across diverse populations and pathogens. But what if these results are just the tip of the iceberg? Could virtual reality one day help boost vaccine effectiveness? And here's a question for you. Should we be designing public health campaigns that leverage this visual immune connection? Share your thoughts below. Does this change how you view social distancing? Or do you think the mind's role in immunity is being overestimated? How your brain reacts to illness. The power of perception. Imagine this. Simply seeing someone who looks sick can trigger your body's immune response, even if there's no real threat present. This fascinating discovery reveals how intricately connected our brain and immune systems are. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this knowledge lead to new ways of enhancing vaccines without using actual pathogens? In a groundbreaking study published on July 28, 2025, in Nature Neuroscience, Researchers from the University Hospital of Lausanne in Switzerland found that when people viewed virtual avatars, this setup allowed volunteers to interact with digital representations of people showing signs of sickness, such as coughing or having rashes, without risking exposure to actual diseases. According to co-author Andrea Serino, a neuroscientist, this study highlights the brain's remarkable ability to anticipate and prepare for potential threats. The brain predicts what's happening and selects the right response, he explained. This foresight is crucial because the immune system, while incredibly effective, doesn't always react quickly enough to prevent severe illnesses. The experiment involved two groups of volunteers. One group wore VR headsets and watched avatars approaching them, some of which exhibited signs of infectious diseases, while others appeared healthy. The second group received an influenza vaccine, simulating direct exposure to a pathogen. The results were striking. When participants saw avatars with signs of illness, their brain activity in areas associated with personal space and threat recognition increased. This heightened alertness then stimulated the production of innate lymphoid cells, which form the body's initial defense against invaders. Interestingly, the immune response in these participants closely matched that of those who had received the influenza vaccine. Isaac Chu, an immunologist at Harvard Medical School, praised the study's innovative approach, noting that it beautifully illustrates the collaboration between the brain and immune systems. Both systems work together to protect us from environmental dangers, Chu said. This research opens up exciting possibilities for improving vaccine efficacy. By using VR to simulate disease symptoms, it may be possible to activate the same immune responses as actual vaccinations, potentially making vaccines more powerful and effective. So, the next time you see someone coughing or sneezing, remember that your brain might already be gearing up your immune system to defend you. And this is the part most people miss. Could this natural defense mechanism be harnessed to enhance medical treatments? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.